Hello, I'm Bird and welcome to Rebuilding Saint-Etienne. It's episode 6 and it's definitely the final episode. The series will be over. I'm quite gutted because I've enjoyed it here. I really enjoyed it. If you've seen episode 5, you'll know that would have been a good end. And I did consider finishing it. Winning the title was amazing. Absolute freaking top season. Loved every minute of it. But, you know, I played a little bit. And something happened in the summer that hasn't happened to me on Football Manager for years. I can't even tell you the last time it happened. Someone even tried telling me, actually, that they don't exist anymore. That this doesn't happen anymore. Well, it definitely does. And when this happened, I had to play one more year. We had to do one more year. So we are going for back-to-back titles. Can we do something in Europe? I don't know. If you're still enjoying this series and enjoy what I do, smash that like button. If you want to become a patron and really help the channel, you'll find a link down below to my Patreon. Anyone who becomes a patron in the month of July and is still a patron by the time FM21 comes out will become part of my FM21 Let's Play series. So for now though, honestly, can't wait. Check this out. We have brand new owners. Now, when the summer started, I made one signing. I spent a bit of money on a right back. I'll show you him in a minute. A left back. A full back anyway. And then no more transfers because apparently a tycoon wanted to buy us. And I thought, never going to happen. It nearly fell through. And then it was back on. And then it happened. Yeah. All the old board, as good as they are, have gone. And we have got a Russian investor who is a tycoon as my new boss. And with that new boss and all his mega money, look at that. Hey? You have to play one more season when you get a tycoon takeover. Amazing. So I've got a shit ton of money to spend. And it's my last season, so I'm going to spend it. Check that out. Like I said, I've already bought one player. But we've now got 130 million in the bank. They're going to improve all the facilities. Although they're nearly finished, so there's not much left to do. He's pumped a load of money into the club. Now, these never last long, I don't think. I've had tycoon takeovers in the past. And you'll have a good couple of years, and then they decide to withdraw the money, don't they? So you've got to try and do well. Now, in my head, I'm thinking, should I spend this money on ready-made players, 27, 28-year-olds? Or should I buy some more wonder kids, some really good young players? I like young players. They play without fear. Look what we did last season with the young squad. We won the freaking league, so I'm going to do that again. But like I said, I bought one player. It cost me 15 million with a few add-ons as a left back. Got him from Metz. Now he hasn't got 5-star potential, but he's a wonder kid. So he's got potential to become good. And I was going to sign him. And I re-signed a couple of loans thinking this will be my season. I didn't have loads of money to spend. I was probably going to try and maybe bring in one more player and then just go at it again. But then everything's changed. Can you believe it? Arsenal don't want this kid. I think we're basically going to keep loaning him until Arsenal don't give him a contract. He'll end up leaving on a free and Saint-Etienne will sign him. Is this like the 5th season now that we've loaned this kid? Crazy, really. Now, Will Green had such a good season last year. I asked to loan him again and they've said yeah. Now, I think he's a wonder kid. How's he not a wonder kid, but that guy I've just bought from Metz is a wonder kid? Because he's a better player, isn't he? And then we'd re-loan this chap, Alexander Mikkelsen, who I really like as a defensive midfielder. And they're the only 3 I've brought back. Obviously, I can have 5 loans, but we're saving the other 2 for when the embargo finished. I didn't know what was going to happen. So I was looking for maybe a striker and so on. But then again, it all changed. And it was so much fun to just be handed all this money out of nowhere. It was well exciting. Let's go and spend it. Spend. And I've bought 3 players. I've actually managed to make 40 million as well. A couple of guys came in, went straight back out. We sold Berghaus, Itter. The other left back's gone because I didn't need him anymore. But forget about them. I brought in 3 good young players, I think. And I managed to sign Romain Blondau, who's French and a wonder kid from Juventus for not a lot of money. Normally when they're worth a few million, you put a suggested offer in, they come back with something silly. Juve came back with 7.5 million. Maybe they know something I don't. But I had to take him. He's a left back, I know. We've got 3 now. 3 good ones. We can also cover at centre half, which I like. This was a big signing. I wanted someone in the middle. This could cost the club 66 million eventually. But this kid is, I think, something special. Defensive midfield, central midfield. Can play multiple positions, roles, within that midfield. Good physicals, great technicals, are just going to get better when you think he's 19. I love a German. Good young German players are amazing. I know he's not a leader, but I don't think he needs to be. With his technique, he'll get better at passing. He's got great first touch. Loving it. And then even though we have got a good striker, we've only got one. My backup striker last year was loaned in and he was okay. I think if you want to really go at it, win the league, do well in Europe, you need two. Especially if you play one up top, you need two good strikers. So we spent big here. 37.5 million on another 18-year-old, but he's a wonder kid. You could see this Saint-Etienne team of mine now. Especially if we can add to it, if I carried it on, add to it. It just get better, won't it? We'll become a force, man. Especially when all these guys peak. And what was brilliant about signing players like this and having a tycoon takeover, all the guys that were already here, like William, that great left winger I've got, Franco, the wonder kid right back, who've got big time clubs coming in for him, wanted to move to bigger teams, changed their minds, they're happy, and they want to sign new contracts. So they've got new deals as well. So it's like tycoon takeovers has changed everyone's mentality towards Saint-Etienne. So yeah, buzzing. Now we're not going to go for every single player because you know most of them now, and they're good players. But let's have a brief run through. You know my keepers, Woodman, and so on. I was maybe, if I could have found a good keeper, would have. I'm leaving that though. Defence now, we've got Nielsen, Vallejo, William, Eric Garcia, all great. Blondau can now play at centre half as well. I've got three great left backs. I've got a wonder kid right back still who's amazing. We've got Big Trev in defensive midfield. I've got young Alamia, who's one of our own, with Mikkelsen on loan. If we go forward, in the middle we are freaking awesome. Yusuf can play there. We've got Leo and Laborda, who are an absolute team, with Rado as well. And I've got Michael, or Michelle, whatever you want to call him, a youngster from the academy who's floating about. Yusuf again on the right, with lots of options here. DePaul, I brought him in to sell him. He's worth 40 million. Got him on a free. Can't sell him, but he actually plays quite a bit and does alright, so he's staying. William on the left, who is just absolutely world class. And if we go forward, we've got a Wona and obviously the new boy, the Turkish lad. So we're young, we're still hungry, and we're freaking scary. What can we really achieve this year? Well, my main goal is to go back to back. Back to back's hard, especially against someone like PSG, who have spent big money. Jose's still in his job. He did enough by winning the Coupe de France last year to keep his job, I'm guessing. They're favourites again, but they have spent big. I mean, you can have all the tycoon takeovers you want, but they'll have 200-300 million a year to spend, and they've spent 128 of that on a very good player from Barcelona. You all know who he is. They've also spent 50 million on Thomas Partey. And N'Golo Kante as well. Stronger. They've just got stronger and stronger and stronger and stronger. So yeah, I'll be interested to see what they can do this year. My new board don't want to go for the title. They just want Champions League. That's where the big money is. Back-to-back titles, man. Gotta be. Champions League, I'd love to do well in that. That's another aim, really, is to do well in Europe. It'd be great to win a European trophy. Coupe de France, I'd like to win that. That'd be awesome. And of course, we're in the Trophée de Champions, or as they call it these days, the Saint-Etienne Trophy. We've won it 3 years on the run against Paris. This is year 4 against Paris. Can we win 4? No. We had a great run in this. I've won 3 of them. It's just a friendly. Where was this one played? No idea where it was. I'm not even going to look into that. Because obviously you play it all over the place, don't you? You don't play in France. But yeah, we got beat 1-0. Leon Bailey getting the goal. We were crap, to be fair. I had a few players missing, though. A couple of new guys as well. Didn't really work out. And you take from this what you will. Is it a sign that Paris are back? I'm not 100% convinced with that. Never nice though when Big Trev gets injured. Now on to the pre-season, and we of course had one, and it was all right. Again, I've not touched this. To draw with Tottenham's a good result. We played Philadelphia, but don't forget they're one of our affiliates. And to be fair as well, the board have organised a winter training camp to the United Arab Emirates, and we've got a cheeky game against a local side there this week or coming soon. But yeah, pre-season was great. Disappointed we didn't win the Trophée de Champions. But again, it's a friendly. I've never took it too serious. I wanted to do well in the league. And that's exactly what we were doing by the 1st of January. Top of the league, only by 4 points. Monaco Marseille are our closest teams. Paris Saint-Germain are in 4th. Jose Mourinho. He's got the stats. I know he used to be amazing, but I just think maybe it reflects on him in real life nowadays. He's just not the same, is he? I think football's changed. When he was Man United manager, I mean, having Louis van Gaal and Jose Mourinho at Man United never suited. So boring, some of our football. You look at how United are playing now with a guy who knows Manchester United. I've slagged Ole Gunnar Solskjaer off in the past, but maybe give him a bit of time. He's doing a decent job at the minute. But we're looking freaking good. But under Jose, we didn't. Even though we won some trophies, he's just negative. And his negative attitude maybe is rubbing off on Paris Saint-Germain, and it's helped us. I mean, they've lost 4 games again. This is a team that never got beat. Maybe they're making bad choices. They've got the leading goal scorer in the league, but then I've got the next 2. I've got the second best player in the league. That's super exciting. But yeah, only lost 1 game. And I think that was against Stade Reims. I mean, I've been playing a lot of Football Manager at the minute. I've been playing Stockport County. Go check it out. Stockport County Let's Play series. But I remember getting beat and not liking it. Yep, Stade Reims 1-0 away. Yeah, don't know what happened. But yeah, super, super happy. We've got a super defence, just like in my Stockport series. I'm going to keep plugging it. We're like a brick wall. And then we join top goal scorers with Monaco. But yeah, one thing I noticed this year is we've not took our foot off the gas. The guys are still playing with speed and quality and pay. I love it. I've loved watching the games this year. Oh, I love watching the games when I played it. Fantastic team this now. And we showed it in the important game because this is the first league game of the season. So I played them in the cup and I had to play them straight away in the league. So coming off a defeat in an unimportant game, straight to business, away from home, we showed them exactly the team we are. And this is why I was not scared. Yusuf, brilliant, 2 goals. And the new boy up top, the little Turkish lad, brilliant. Great team performance. Michel got a game as well. Didn't do the best, but he's a young player. And yeah, look at that. How good's that? Midway point, we played Monaco away, beat them 1-0. These are one of the best teams in the league as well. You've seen that, they're up there. And I think we dominated them, and this should have been 3-0, 4-0. And then the last game I've just played at this point was against Marseille. We drew 0-0 at home. We missed a penalty, which ain't great. But again, we dominated it. I think we're better than Paris, Marseille and Monaco. And even at this stage of the season, I was thinking, if I lost the league now, I'd be devastated. Although after another great run, similar to last year, we started off brilliantly. We dropped a couple of points, and then form's been a bit so-so. But then you get into the season, aren't you? You're playing European games. And the Champions League's normally tough. Now, if you remember, the last couple of years in the Champions League, we've had some really, really tough groups. With like teams like Liverpool and big clubs in it. And no offence, but when we got drawn in this year's group, I thought to myself, this is going to be easy. And I wasn't wrong. Played 6-1-6. Real Sociedad, Benfica and Copenhagen. And we won every single one. If I just click on that, you see them all in one go. Hey? Not bad. We're going to be Champions League winners, aren't we? We're awesome, aren't we? Awesome. Come on. We've won the group. We're going to get someone who finished second. Someone shit. Or maybe not. Maybe we'll get Michael Laudrup. And his Real Madrid team. We've got Kylian Mbappe. Have they got Mbappe? Oh yeah, they buy him off. Paris Saint-Germain. When did that happen? Alright, 3 years ago. So they sold him to Real Madrid for 105 million. And then the year after, that's when they finally lost the league. So they still won the league. Paris still won the league that year they sold him. And then they lost it that year, didn't they? No, this is that season. So maybe that doesn't help when you sell Mbappe and you buy Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain to replace him. So finances are good. We've actually made a bit of a profit this year. Obviously, we had a lot of money pumped in, but spent massive amounts this year. I wasn't going to do any business in January in any kind because I was playing like it was my last season. Now, obviously, when he came in, they put money in, but there was also a bit where he said he was going to invest in other facilities, and he started to improve the facilities and then changed his mind after about 2 weeks and said, after assessing it, we don't need to, and they pulled the plug on it. Now, I've asked again here for the youth, and we started that again. So we'll see what happens with that. But that was quite annoying, that. Just pump the money in, man. You've got to try and get that money off from the tycoon while you can, because they will eventually just cut it off. Here's a squad arranged with average rating. William, top player again. Happy as Larry. All got big fat contracts now. Like with some super team. But he's a good player. He came in as a midfield left, didn't he? We fully trained him now. He's a fully attacking midfield left, so he suits the tactic more. Still a wonder kid, still only 19. But how good is he? He's so good. Obviously Leo here, but at this moment Leo's out for potentially 2 weeks. But again, he and Laborda, the Argentinian, who just fit my tactic. They work well together. I love them. I would love to see their careers get to the peak, because I bet they'll be absolutely amazing together. New boy up top, what can I say? What can I say? He's a beast. We've got so many good players, and I mean, look how they're all young, aren't they? You've got Nielsen as well, another youngster, still a wonder kid. Kyle Walker-Peters definitely on his way out. I think he's going on a free at the end of the season. Awona, not playing as much, played a couple of games on the left wing, still a beast. Rodrigo De Paul, who I'm still trying to sell, worth 37 million now. He was worth 41. Don't really need him, but I've ended up using him because he does a job. But yeah, David Rado, good player. Franco, good player. Jimmy, good player. I mean, come on. This team is so young and hungry. Sometimes in life, you'll stand on a banana skin and slip straight on your ass. And it happened. And I have a lot of luck. I've said this before with penalty shootouts. Sometimes I don't. Now, in this game, I didn't B-team it. We went for it. It's technically the first round for us in the Coupe de France. I would love to win this. We come in at the 9th. We played a team. We should be absolutely annihilating them. We did annihilate them throughout the game. How we did not score, I don't know. Goes to penalties, and we lose. Out of the cup straight away. Over to the Champions League, and we went to the Bernabeu, and we got put in our place by a pretty decent team. They got good players. Maybe they've just got a bit more experience. The home crowd got behind them, but we just didn't turn up at all. Nobody turned up for us. So we had a massive hill to climb at home. But you know what? Anything can happen in football. But nothing happened. Nothing. We got beat. 2-1, 4-1 in aggregate. William got our goal. Yeah. It's a pretty even game, to be fair. It was a close game, but yeah, we just didn't do enough at all over 2 legs. And that, again, is massively disappointing, because I think they've got my best team. We were ace, amazing in the group stage, and we've got to bloody semi-finals in the past. So this was humbling. So it was all about league. If I want to win a trophy, I mean, I've lost the trophy to champs. We're out of Europe. We're out of the cup. It's all about the league. And at the minute, at this moment in time, on April the 1st, it's no April Fools, we are 10 points clear. Paris Saint-Germain is still in 4th. One thing you may have noticed as well, and this might be because of how good French football is becoming because of us, we've got an extra Champions League spot. So Paris Saint-Germain would get in the Champions League. I mean, the top 3 group, they have to qualify. So that's new. That's just this season, I think. Which is great. Shows you you're doing the right thing. I like it when that happens. But Paris Saint-Germain have lost 6 games. And we, at this point, have still only lost 1. The leading goal scorer in the league is William, who's a left winger. How good's that? He is just the best buy. Worth every penny of that 27 million release fee I paid. Honestly. Woodman, clean sheet master. Tells you how good we are at defending. So we'll have a look at a couple of games in the league, show you a few goals. And this one is good just because I like William. It was a great performance, a team performance. Winning 3-0 is always fantastic. Honestly, William, I can't get enough of him. So when you just get a player and you just like love watching him play. I know it's a computer game, and even on 3D the graphics aren't great, but he's such a good player. This result was even better at home on CV against Monaco 4-1. Again, another great team performance. When they all click, nothing stops us. No one can beat us. It's like they all show up or they all don't show up. William again, man of the match again on the score sheet. Seriously, it makes me think, if this video, even though this is the end and I haven't played anymore, I think if this video breaks 1,000 views and 100 likes, I might do another one. One player that shocked me though was Big Z, having his worst season yet. He's been appalling. He's been really bad, and I don't know why. Now look at this. He's played for me, and in his first season with us, obviously the club had just bought him for 1.7 million. He played 37 times. He had a good average rating. He didn't do too much. But then every year since, he has probably been one of my best players. Good average ratings, scoring goals, setting up goals. Last year, he was absolutely next level. And then this year, I'm not sure. I'm playing him, and I'm just not sure. Why? Has he peaked early himself? Should I could have sold him, you know. Do I turn down a bid for nearly 100 million? From AC Milan, I think it was. Now, we might have a 10-point gap at the top, but we've still got big games here. Lyon, Rennes, Marseille and PSG. PSG, first game of the season, last game of the season. Bloody hell, that could be massively important for us. Could be for them. That could be they need to win to get in that to solidify top 4 and get in the Champions League. Who knows? Well, let's find out. So let's share 3 of those big games in the running, and the first one is against Lyon. And this was 2-2, points dropped. Not what you want to do. Got a nice cushion, but it ain't over till the fat lady sings, and I don't hear no fat lady singing, so don't balls it up, boys. But you know what? Decent-ish performance. DePaul, who we're still trying to sell. He is Mr. Can't get rid of him. We're not that good, are we? Nah, these are a good team though, away from home. It's only 1-0. We didn't play very well. It is what it is. Big Z. What is wrong with you, Big Z? Well, I cheered myself up with a jolly old victory. At home. What am I talking about? At home against PSG. Jose Mourinho. If you keep your job, Jose, I'll be shocked. I'll be shocked. William, Blondau and Leo are the boys. Leo, man of the match. Well, some really good performances. We absolutely battered him. Battered him. Beat him twice now in the league. You can keep your trophy, the champions, Jose, because we are the actual champions. Back to back. Back to back. Although, to be fair, he came out of nowhere there, didn't he? 4-4-4-4. Real good run until they came up against us. And we were only, you know, we drew a lot of games. So we're only, 5 points clear of PSG. But you know what? It's enough. And that is a beautiful thing. It's beautiful, isn't it? Love it. Well, this was beautiful to see. I saw this and I loved it. None of the big teams in the cup final. I love that. And Nice won it 2-1 against Stade Reims. Brilliant. Love it. And this is just like, as a United fan, who do you want to win? Neither of them. I hope they freaking break each other's legs. I don't know. Look how good City played as well. I mean, if you look at the average ratings, how did City lose? They did. I mean, whoever that Kulusevski who came on for Liverpool, you might not be able to see him because of my head. He came on, scored 3 goals. He came on in the 74th minute. He scored 3 goals in 15 minutes, and just turned the game on its head. One of the best substitutes ever in the history of ever, and that means Liverpool have won 3 back to back. They've won 4 out of the last 5. Oh, that just pains me, man. That just pains me. If you're a Liverpool fan, you'll be happy, won't you? But Jesus Christ, I swear, if this video gets 1,000 views and 100 likes, seriously, if you love it, do it, like it, because I think we need to come back. We need to do something here. Saint-Etienne and this my young team, they've got a life left in them, haven't they? So obviously we have got a tycoon, and we've got a decent amount of money. We'll probably get more over the summer. So if I do carry on, I've got money to spend. Well, there we have it. That is the end of episode 6. Could there be an episode 7? I'm open to it. But like I said, I need enough interest in this episode to justify playing another season as fun as it would be. It wouldn't be a chore for me. So yeah, if you really want to see it, make sure you do smash that like button, contribute to it. Comment down below, let me know what you think. And if you're bored, and you haven't yet, go and check out my Stockport County Let's Play series. It's going to be fun. We're going to go on a journey together. But yeah, if you really want to help my channel, become a patron. You know the offer I'm offering at the minute. So I appreciate all my patrons. And I appreciate you sitting here with me, taking time out of your busy day to watch this. I really, really do. So if it is the end, it's sad because I've enjoyed my time in France. I have got my next rebuild planned. We've got to Scotland. That's the only thing I'm saying. We go to Scotland. So yeah. Don't know when that's going to start. Might be a week or 2 though. I'm going to get stuck into Stockport. Anyway, thank you very much. Hope you're happy. Hope you're safe. Stay well. I'm Bood. I'll see you next time.